puppies. This is Melody Fletcher, author of Deliberate Receiving. Finally, the universe makes some freaking sense. And in today's video, I would like to take you through my year-end process. At the end of every year, I do a blog post that lets you know the process that I go through in order to review the year that just passed and set myself energetically up for the year that's to come. And we'll put some links below in the description to the blog posts that I've done in the past doing that to take you through the process in depth. But I've never done it on video, so I thought this year I'd do something a little bit different. So at the end of every year, I sit down and I sort of review what has happened to me in the past year and kind of compare it to the goals, the very sort of loose, general, energetic goals that I set at the beginning of the year past. So at the beginning of 2015, I sat myself down and I set up a few goals for my business and for my personal life. But these aren't really specific goals when I set these. These aren't like, you know, quit smoking or make so and so much money. They're sort of create a bigger impact and you know, get out there in a bigger way. They're goals for myself. So then at the end of the year, I kind of look at what worked, what didn't work. Have I progressed on any of those things? And I don't beat up on myself for not meeting these goals in a really specific way. I look at the progression of what has happened. Have I gotten better at something? Have I gotten out there in a big way? Did I face my fears? Did I release resistance on some issues that maybe I wanted to? So this is a little bit different than goal setting. Like, you know, I want to lose 20 pounds and I want to quit smoking. And at the end of the year, you go and you look and you say, oh no, I didn't do that, and then you feel bad about yourself. This is actually a good feeling exercise. So what you want to do is you want to sit yourself down at the end of the year and basically look at everything that you accomplished this year, every way in which you grew, every way in which you sort of progressed in some way. And for me this year, a lot happened. So first of all, I brought up my first book, Deliberate Receiving, Finally the Universe Makes Some Freaking Sense, published by Hay House. That was a huge milestone for me and something that I feel incredibly proud of. My baby is finally out there and I'm its very proud mommy. Another thing that happened is that I moved out of Barcelona, Spain, after living there for 13 years. I'm being called to move to the United States, and I'm going to be traveling for the next few months. By the time this video is shot, by the time you see it, I'm going to be about a month away from moving to the United States, and I'm moving to the metropolitan city of Boise, Idaho. Don't ask me why. My intuition is pulling me here, and so that's where I'm coming to. But it was kind of a really big journey to leave Barcelona and go someplace else. So that was, again, a really big shift in my life. I grew in countless ways and released all kinds of resistance. And one of my goals was to be able to take my business to a much bigger level. And I got a lot of education this year and released a lot of stuff around that so that in 2016, I am perfectly set up to do that. And I'll tell you about that stuff in just a second. So the first step to my year-end process is to really sit down and kind of celebrate what you accomplished this year, not do a bad feeling comparison to what you thought you would accomplish but didn't. So take a few moments and sit yourself down and do that, and that should get you into a really good feeling space. If you're not in a good feeling space, then you're not trying hard enough. You're focusing on the things that you wanted to accomplish but didn't. Look at the things that you actually did and give yourself credit for them and celebrate them. So once you've done that, while you're in this energetic state, go ahead and start looking at the year ahead. But again, don't get too specific with it. Look forward and kind of look at what it is that you want to accomplish. Which areas in your life do you want to expand? And then kind of write those down. But make sure that, and this is counterintuitive to every goal-setting advice that you've ever gotten, where they tell you to be super specific and put a timeline around it. And you know what? You've probably been doing that for the last few years, and how's it been working out for you? So maybe try to do it a different way this year, yeah? And so look at where you want to progress. So maybe you want to take your business to a new level like me, or maybe you want to work on your relationship. Now you can commit yourself to working on your relationship, and you can look for different ways of doing that. You can get into the energy of what a really good relationship feels like. You can start to look at your husband or wife in a different way, and then watch to see if you're inspired to do something, to actually take some action from that energy place. That's why you don't want to get too specific, because you don't really know what you're going to be inspired to do. Yeah? But you want to start to embody that energy and then daydream about it. Really, really daydream and punch this vision up until it makes you dance around the room. If you're not dancing around the room, if you're not almost breathless with excitement about the vision for the next year, you're not thinking big enough. You need to go a lot bigger. This next year is going to be the best one ever. And yes, I say that at the beginning of every year, but you know what? I'm always freaking right. It always is the best one ever. It just keeps getting better and better and better. So what is making me dance around the room this year? Well, like I said before, I got a lot of education this year. I am really set up to take my business to the next level. So I'm going to be debuting an online program. So you're the first to hear about this, an online program that's going to allow me to serve a lot more people. My business has been based on personal coaching, one-on-one coaching for a long time now, and my waiting list is so long that there are people on there who probably will never get to talk to me ever, and I really, really don't like that. That's not satisfying for me. So I've been looking for a way and have been getting into the energy of serving a lot more people, and I finally got the big download, and the method and everything came in and how I can do that. So we're going to be creating the Happy Shiny Puppy Bootcamp. Now, I don't have a specific date for that yet. I'm letting it happen in perfect timing, but it will happen in the first half of 2016. So that's something that you can look forward to. I also have all kinds of other things in the works that I'm going to be debuting, other products and things to be able to serve you guys, and I'm already working on my next book, which is probably almost certainly going to have to do with the physical body and how the technology of the body works. I'm going to be going to Peru in January, spending another month there with my shaman buddy Javier, and I did a video with him last year that you can find on YouTube, and I'm going to see what else hits me there, what other inspiration that I can get. But right now I'm really dancing around the room, looking forward to moving to the States, looking forward to getting my own house, looking forward to finding a new community and tribe, looking forward to spending time with my beautiful family and my two gorgeous nephews that live here, having a fantastic time building this new product out for you guys, and just putting so much energy towards seeing you getting tons and tons of benefit from it, and also working on my next big live event. Yes, it's coming. You guys have been asking for it, and so we are looking into doing that, and I cannot wait. We're getting so excited. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be glitzier, it's going to be more luxurious than it was last time even. I know you think that's not possible. Totally going to happen. So that's making me dance around the room. So whatever your vision for next year is, get yourself into a good space celebrating what you did last year. Then look forward to the next year. Punch it up. Make it bigger, bigger, bigger until it makes you dance around the room, until it makes you totally breathless with excitement. And then spend all the holidays there. And you will be amazed at how much starts to manifest in the first months of the year. I have been doing this for ages. Even when I was back in my corporate life, I did a version of this, and I would do this while I was at my spa holiday over the holidays, where I still go every year. It's my tradition, yeah. And I would get myself into this space, and I would start to get into a really, really good space about it, and it was amazing, even though I didn't really spend time in a really super positive place the rest of the year, how much started to manifest in January, February, March. So even if you're not a happy shiny puppy yet, try this technique. It works. And finally, I want to say a big fat thank you to all of my puppies out there, all of my viewers, all of my readers, everybody who's bought my book this year, everybody who sent me an email letting me know that I helped you. I am so appreciative of you, and I hold the energy for all of you to get everything that you've wanted, even the stuff that you don't even realize you want yet. I cannot wait to see you guys next year. You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful New Year's. Bye.